How does Du Bois use rhetoric to establish his point of view? In this lesson, you will learn to determine an author's point of view by examining the author's use of rhetoric. Now, we've already established that in The Souls of Black Folk, Our Spiritual Strivings, W.E.B. Du Bois is speaking to both whites and African Americans. But now we're going to look at how Du Bois uses rhetoric to establish his point of view about the future of African Americans. Now, good readers know that an author used specific methods, and this is called rhetoric, to persuade the audience. So here are the three main types of rhetoric or ways an author could persuade an audience. We have ethos, which is credibility. Why should you listen to this author? Some authors use logos, just facts and reasons, appealing to a person's logical side. Finally, some will use pathos, emotions, appealing to the sense of heart. Now, a mistake that some readers make is just to identify the author's argument and not look at how the author tried to persuade them. Looking closely at the author's method can give valuable insight into their point of view. So we're going to reread the text closely, paying attention to Du Bois' use of pathos, and ask ourselves, what does the use of emotional appeals reveal about Du Bois' point of view? So first we're going to look for places in the text that appeal to the reader's emotions. Then we're going to ask, why would the author want the reader to feel this way? And then finally, we're going to ask, how do these emotions help persuade a reader to the author's point of view? So let's look again at our question. How does Du Bois use rhetoric to establish his point of view? And let's look at this passage on page 3. And remember, the first thing we're going to be doing is looking for places of emotion. The innate love of harmony and beauty that set the rudder souls of his people a-dancing and a-singing raised but confusion and doubt in the soul of the black artist. For the beauty revealed to him was the sole beauty of a race which his larger audience despised, and he could not articulate the message of another people. So what words do we see in here that evoke emotion? Love, harmony, beauty, and then at the same time we see confusion, doubt, and despised. Okay, so I know that this is an emotionally charged section. And I want to ask, why would the author want the reader to feel this way? Why would he want us to feel both this love, harmony, and beauty, but also then confusion, doubt, and feelings of being despised? So look at these and I think awe and respect. These are all the words that he uses to describe African Americans. Their love, harmony, the beauty of their souls. This sort of brings this image up to mind. Like, I have awe of these people. I respect them. But then when Du Bois talks about trying to translate that to a greater audience or to the white audience, then it brings up confusion, doubt, and feelings of being despised. And then I sort of have a feeling of anguish and shame when I think about this beautiful person, these people that I have awe and respect for, and now to know that when I try to explain that, I'm going to have confusion and doubt, and people are going to despise them. I feel anguish and shame. So how do these emotions convince the audience of the author's point of view? What is he trying to tell us? Why does he want us to feel this way? We have awe on one side and anguish on the other. I say when the author is talking about the nature of his people, he brings up emotions of awe and respect. And this tells me he wants white people to see the African American community as worthy of awe and respect. And then when he talks about that beauty being despised, he wants the audience to feel anguish and shame when they think about ignoring the beauty and power of African Americans. So then I just kind of organize my ideas and say that Americans should be in awe of African American souls and feel anguish at the thought that some people would despise them. So in this lesson, we looked for the places in the text that appealed to the reader's emotions, and then we asked, why would the author want the reader to feel this way? And then finally I asked, how do these emotions convince the audience of the author's point of view? In this lesson, you have learned to determine an author's point of view by examining the author's use of rhetoric.